Okay, so now we have frequency and wavelength, two new units, and I'm not sure which one is independent and which one is dependent. So I'm just going to treat my x as frequency and see what we end up getting. This graph curves down. I got to check our notes. That looks to be an inverse proportionality. So y is inversely proportional to x. So I need to plot y versus 1 over x. I need to take the reciprocal of my independent variable. That happens to be frequency. So I'm going to go 1 over frequency, which is hertz, to the -1. Same thing. And I'm going to manipulate the data by going 1 divided by a3, fill down, copy and paste this, and hopefully this makes a linear graph. And it does. So let's add our trend line and our equation, and that's a massive slope right off the bat. What do we got for a unit? So this is meters over 1 over hertz. So if you've got a triple fraction like that, I think the bottom comes up. So that ends up being meters times hertz. And now I'm thinking that's a giant number, and its unit is meter hertz. What is hertz? Hertz stands for waves per second or cycles per second. So you can almost just leave the per second part of it and reframe it as meters per second. So this is a speed, 303,000 meters per second. And just from memory, that is awfully close to something else that is a speed, which is the speed of light. The speed of light is supposed to be 300 million meters per second. So we're a little off. It looks like we're off by a factor of 3. And that means that I bet you that some of this data is wrong. I wonder if some of these are supposed to be like 150,000 or something like that instead of 150. And that would have given us the speed of light. So lo and behold, out of this random looking data, we were supposed to pull out the speed of light.